Hello, today we're going to Birmingham. Birmingham is a city in central England, founded in the 7th century and named after Beorma, a tribal leader in the area. Its location at the crossing of two major Roman roads made it an important trading centre in the Middle Ages. Birmingham was also a major centre of the Industrial Revolution, with the development of factories, steam engines and canals. It's also very well known for its part in the history of popular music. In the 2010s, Birmingham New Street Station, the biggest railway station in Birmingham, was comprehensively redeveloped and a shopping centre built above it called Grand Central. The new station is, if anything, more labyrinthine and difficult to navigate than the old one, and it lost a lot of the infuriating charm that the old New Street used to have. It's the busiest railway station in the UK outside London. I am delighted to show you that Birmingham has trams, known as the Midland Metro. Between 1999 and 2015, it just operated from Snow Hill on the northern side of the city to Wolverhampton. But after that, the line was extended and now goes through the town centre to Edgbaston, southwest of the centre. It's planned to extend it further, and three new mainline railway stations are planned for South Birmingham as well. Bull is Birmingham's symbol. Lawrence Broderick made this statue, and it was installed in 2003. The Bull Ring is central Birmingham's main shopping area. Its first incarnation was built in the 1960s. This was demolished and the new one built in the 2000s. The Bull Ring occupies the same site as Birmingham's original marketplace. During the redevelopment, archaeologists found relics of Birmingham's 12th and 13th century past. The Church of St Martin's in the Bull Ring was built in 1873, but there was already a church on the site, possibly as far back as the 13th century. It contains memorials to the Birmingham family, lords of the manor during the Middle Ages, who oversaw its rise from a small village to a prosperous market town. This unusual wavy disc-covered building is Selfridges, a department store, opened in 2003. Moore Street. I call this the discerning traveller's favourite Birmingham station. It's a through station and a terminus, and handles trains on the Chiltern Line between Snow Hill and London Marylebone. This is High Street. If we go away from the High Street towards a quieter district, we find House of Fraser. This was once called Rackham's. There are still a few Rackhams left, including one in Skipton, but the name had a bit of a reputation in Birmingham, not really its own fault. And now here we are, round the back of Rackham's. Opposite there used to be a cafe called 6-8 Cafe. I have fond memories of that place. Here's Pigeon Park. Its proper name is St Philip's Cathedral Grounds, but you can see why it's called Pigeon Park. St Philip's was built in 1715 as a parish church and became a cathedral in 1905. It's well known for concerts and for its stained glass windows by Edward Burne-Jones, who was born a few streets away in Burnet's Hill. Just past the cathedral we find Snow Hill, the third central Birmingham railway station. In the early 20th century it was the Great Western's main station in the city, but it declined post-war and was closed in 1972. A new, more low-key station was opened in 1987 on the line north of Moore Street. Its trains are local services, apart from the Chiltern line to Marylebone. Birmingham has many canals, built to service the huge industries of the city in the 18th and 19th centuries. The Birmingham and Fazeley was completed in 1789, and the main line is 26 kilometres in length. The BT Tower was completed in 1965 and looks like the London one, only with a box around it. It's 140 metres high, and unlike the one in London, it has no observation deck. It's said that the architects would think that nobody would want to look at the Birmingham skyline. The Library of Birmingham was opened in 2013 and replaced the brutalist Birmingham Central Library that had stood since 1974. The old library, which was designed by John Maiden and very much liked, was demolished a couple of years later. The new library contains 800,000 books. The statue in front of it, a Birmingham Family, was controversial but more durable than the forward statue, which was here previously and melted in 2003. The library's Shakespeare Memorial Room was designed in 1882 and moved to the John Maiden Library and finally to the Library of Birmingham. It houses one of the most significant Shakespeare collections in existence. The Golden Boys are the statues of James Watt, William Murdoch, and Matthew Boulton, who pioneered the Industrial Revolution in late 18th century England. This is Broad Street, Brum's main going out street, known for its bars and restaurants. North of Broad Street is Brindley Place, a large canal-side development including the Icon Gallery. And south is the Gas Street Basin, at the junction of the Birmingham Canal and the Worcester and Birmingham Canal. The Worcester and Birmingham heads south from the city via Selly Park and Kings Norton, to name but two places I'm familiar with. The Mailbox is a shopping and entertainment complex by the Canal Basin. It was opened in 2000 on the site of the old Royal Mail sorting office, hence the name. The area had previously been a canal-side railway goods yard. The BBC moved into the Mailbox in 2004, replacing their old Pebble Mill studio in the Edgbaston area. The Pebble Mill site is now home to the Birmingham Dental Hospital. The old one was near Snow Hill. The BBC's broadcasts on the Mailbox include The Archers, an everyday and very long-running story of country folk. The Town Hall is a concert hall and performance venue built in 1834 as the jewel in Birmingham's cultural crown. It's Grade 1 listed and has hosted events as diverse as classical music, rock music, and political rallies. Victoria Square and Chamberlain Square next to it are home to Council House, that's the seat of local government, the Museum of Birmingham, and the Art Gallery. This impressive complex of buildings was put up in the 1870s. I used to commute past these by bicycle back when I worked near here. The river was constructed in 1993. It is generally known as the Floozy and the Jacuzzi. It's been an exhausting and emotional day, and I've only seen a small part of the Birmingham I remember.